Hello, this is Ruth Ann McKinnon. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Today I'm going to cover a few fragrances from my collection that I don't really like. And these are all fragrances that I've worn extensively, really tried to like, but don't like. And not everything in collecting and in hobbying ends up positive or for the good. And so it's a good idea to choose the things we love, but also it's okay to acknowledge the things we don't. So I'm not going to go extensively over notes. I'm just going to give you my impression and what it smells like and why I don't like these fragrances very much. First up, we have Rihanna's Nude. So this fragrance, of course, I had seen something about it on another perfume channel. The reason why I don't like this is I was expecting kind of a nude, kind of musky fragrance that would be kind of sweet, sexy, worn close to the skin with the name Nude. And that's not what this is. This is just a fruity floral. And if you were going to say, all right, let's make a fruity floral perfume and let's make it as boring as possible. And I'm talking just as boring and plain and simple. So that when you're wearing it, you're like, you know, it's not offensive. It's not something I hate. But there's absolutely nothing about it that makes you like it. And that's what this fragrance is for me. It's just, you know, if you were going to have a definition in the dictionary for boring perfume, this is the first one that comes to my mind. And because so many of her other fragrances I love and I enjoy so much, this one kind of ticked me off a little. It's like, okay, no, it's not super expensive, but why would you put out something that's so incredibly dull? It doesn't perform. It's incredibly boring. I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than that. I'm still holding a bit of a grudge, and I'm going to use this strictly as an air freshener, you know, and then it'll be gone. All right, next up. This is one that has made a bit of a splash in the perfume community, and I bought into the hype, and so I bought it. This is Haramain's L'Aventure Femme. Okay, so this is a aquatic freshie. It's supposed to be a dupe for something, some high-end fragrance. I don't remember anymore, but it really smells bad, in my opinion. It's got this musty kind of oud in the background. To me, this doesn't smell fresh. Yes, it smells aquatic, but in the worst way. Like if you've ever been at the beach and there's a lot of things there that you smell the fresh salt air, but you also smell something that's kind of rotten. Like maybe something washed up on the shore and it's in the stages of decay. I mean it. That's kind of what in the background of this fragrance is for me. And it's terrible. And I've tried it several times. I'm like, why is it that everyone is raving about this fragrance? It's awful. I mean, it's really bad. So anyway, I don't even know why I still own it. I really don't declutter. Because I feel like if something I dislike so much, I'm not going to give it away. And if I find it this offensive, I might just end up throwing it away. I don't know what else to say other than that I really, really dislike this one. And I'm sorry I bought it. Next up, this is one that I hate less. Okay, so this is Agent Provocateur Fatale Intense. And I know I've talked about this on this channel before. I can't really say I hate it, but I dislike it. There's a red pepper, kind of paprika, kind of a fragrance note in here that I thought, well, that sounds interesting. I've also heard other fragrance reviewers describe this as minty, others as chocolatey. What I will say is that it's very unique, and I can't quite figure out why this exists. So it's supposed to be a clubbing party, sexy fragrance. I don't find it to be that at all. Every time I wear it, I'm like, well, I'm not exactly sure what this is. I get the paprika. I get kind of this minty chocolatey thing going on, but I can't really say I like it. In fact, when I have worn this around my girlfriends, they kind of give me a look like, what is it that you smell like? You know what I mean? Like, they don't really like it, but I don't know if they're afraid to tell me that I smell bad. I don't know. But this is just one that I can't figure out and I don't like. All right, next. This was a viewer recommendation. This is Montana Parfum de Peau. So skin fragrance. This was a party fragrance from back in the 80s, I believe. And I have tried, you can tell I've put a dent in this fragrance, and I've tried really hard. There have been times I've liked it. So when you first spray this on, there's this animalic blast, and I'm not kidding and I'm not exaggerating. It's kind of like baby poopy diapers mixed with a little bit of urine, kind of a barnyardy animal, like what you would smell in a horse barn. But that's brief, right? I mean, it doesn't just sound like the worst thing you could imagine, but it's the truth. I am going to be honest with you. There's this animalic dirtiness, and that calms down. That doesn't last, but you've got to get through it. It lasts a few minutes, and then you get this really strong animalic musk. And it's like if you took Egyptian musk and then you put it on a man who needs a shower. It's kind of like that. It's very bizarre. And then once you get through that, when you get deeper in the dry down, you get almost this sweet honeyed musk that's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And it lasts and lasts for days. But man, do you have to get through some uncomfortability to get there. And so once I get there, I love it. But it's not fun getting through that early part of it. And it's not expensive. It lasts really long. But, you know, it's almost like when I look at this bottle, I have a wave of nausea. So it's very challenging. Okay, what I'm going to say is I don't really like it. I like the dry down. I'm going to keep it because I'm going to keep trying. But man, this is the most challenging fragrance I own. Okay, so this is Montana Eau de Peau, or Parfum de Peau. And next, I have Lattafa's Opulent Musk. This is another one that is very popular in the YouTube perfume community. This is supposed to be some kind of a dupe for, what is that? That one that everyone likes. I forget now the name of it. Oh, Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay. This is like Baccarat Rouge 540 in an outhouse. There is the oud in here is dirty. It's dirty. It's like, I've always described this as when you're in a men's bathroom at like a concert and you get that smell of the urinal cakes, those air fresheners down in the bottom of the urinals, and it's awful. And I'm not kidding. Why on earth would anyone call this a Baccarat Rouge 540, which is one of the high-end, expensive perfumes for people who love luxury, and then add to it that kind of disgusting smell, that oud. I don't know if it's because it's cheap oud, I don't know, but man, let me tell you, this is awful, and yeah, I need to get rid of it. So explain it to me. I don't know if it's my nose, my brain, but this is just terrible. All right, next, I have Oscar de la Renta. All right, you know, did I prepare well for this video? No, I don't even, this is Ruby something or other. All right, so this is not an offensive perfume, and I love the house of Oscar de la Renta, and that's why I bought this, because it's a beautiful bottle, and I love the house, and pretty much I love everything that they make. However, this is a bit of a dupe, or it's in the line of Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. It's also along the lines of La Vie Belle. It's that type of what's the word? Not musk, but all right. Anyway, I'm not thinking of it right now. Patchouli. It's that type of patchouli, that peppery, sweet, perfumey patchouli, and that note I don't like, and that's the only reason why. And my phone's ringing, of course, so sorry about that. That's the only reason why I don't like this fragrance. is because I don't like that kind of patchouli. So otherwise, if you like that kind of patchouli, if that is up your alley, you would love this. This would be a great budget alternative for those fragrances. It lasts for hours, and I have almost gone through the bottle, and I'm using it strictly as a room spray in my home. So those are the fragrances in my collection I don't like. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.